What's
You
the
can.
What's the craziest thing you've seen out here?
Well, today I saw a sample line. Everybody running for the sample, and we get down. They all crowd us into one area on G. People start doing the shot. Dude was up in the mirror, doing a shot. He's like, "Oh man, that's strong." He goes back, OD. Girl falls over on him, OD. Four people in that little circle OD'd in like 30 seconds. So I'm Narcan in the one, trying to do sternum rubs on the other. And I look down Allegheny. I see other people dropping down. I'm
Off that sample.
off that one sample. And so that's just I couldn't even tell you the craziest thing because it's like the list is like you wouldn't believe. I got stabbed in my face right here.
Let me see that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They said it was a fingernail thickness that it didn't hit my eye
Oh,
socket.
I see it. I see it. That
Yeah.
cut right
He
there.
got me right here and then he stabbed me right here in the back of the head, somewhere around there. It's
Oh,
in there.
ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And honestly, I had no idea I had got, like really, it happened on the Allegheny stairs right over there. It was when the car had.
Nice to meet you, Kenny.
How are you doing today?
Doing great. Speaking with ATM Fox. Welcome to the channel. Very nice to meet you.
Tripp is,
Oh yeah, they
yeah,
call you Tripp, right?
yeah. I just always, come off the bat, introduce a real name. It's personable, but Tripp makes me feel, that's what I prefer to be called.
All right, I'm gonna call you Tripp. Where you get that name from?
My mother actually gave it to me. To skip all the details, I had a club foot. And older brothers, so cracked my head open 3 times before I was 1, So Tripp.
Oh. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
And it just stuck. And
Yeah, that's cool. How old are you, Tripp?
I'm 28.
All right, where you from, bro?
Dover, Delaware.
Wow.
Capital of the first state.
Yeah, what brought you all the way out here?
I had been coming back and forth to Philadelphia for the drugs. And eventually it got a hold of me and I got stuck up here.
How long you been coming back and forth for?
Almost a decade now. Even when like Sharswood was still up. I don't know if you're familiar, but it's like it was a Project 8 over on like by York and Dolphin.
And that's where you was going.
Yeah, that's where it was more down towards that way. Kensington has changed a lot in the last decade per se. With the pandemic and everything, it's definitely seen a lot of change and people coming.
So you said 10 years you've been coming back and forth, I'm assuming?
Yeah, 10 years, but I've been homeless since the pandemic.
You've been using these hardcore drugs for past 10 years?
Yeah.
How were you introduced?
I've always been a drug addict. My father fed me Percocet, so I don't really know what it's like not to be an opioid addict. But as far as like the needle and shooting up, since I've been 18, so yeah, a decade.
You say your father?
Yeah, my father.
That's who introduced you?
Yes.
So sorry, bro.
I look at life as, I don't believe in coincidences. I don't use the word. People call it religion, faith, whatever, but we're here today and everything that's happened for a reason. And I personally like the person I am, and I wouldn't be the person I was if I didn't go through the trials and tribulations that I have been through. A diamond is made by, pressure and, there's so many things that you have to put struggle on, for it to be made. And so that's how I look at the situation.
Any plans on getting up out of this struggle?
That's the plan every day. It's just, honestly.
You made any tips? Rehab?
Yeah, I think it's just mental disease, honestly. I couldn't tell you what or whatever, but I know I don't think like other people think, and that's the only way I could describe that would be, some sort of um, uh, disbalance in my head or something like that. And that's really what I'm trying to focus on, is trying to figure out how to become, uh, I guess normal would be the word, but like here, the problem isn't necessarily like the drugs. It's just you get clean and then it's like breaking the habit. Like I don't understand, like what do you, like you wake up and like, all right, let's just say you do go get the money. Well, like what do you do? Like do you like, and my brain just doesn't, maybe it's the drugs or whatever, but I know when I sit down and I talk with another person, we clearly have different thought processes.
No, I'm just asking.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I wasn't putting any
Okay.
towards the situation. I'm just saying like I've been in like you said, like rehabs and
Right.
clinics and stuff like that, where we have psychiatrists, and obviously it's a broader thing than just addiction.
Is your girlfriend okay? She's kind of been in
Hey
that
honey.
position for a second.
Hey baby. You sit up. Just so
Is
you
she good?
breathing. Yeah, but the thing that scares me out here is how everything changed on to the trank, and just like how when the virus came out and they had the vaccine, it's a lot of unknown, and so we got a lot of unknown around the drugs that we're using, and I can tell you the trank is very very bad.
It's a lot more addictive also.
Very very addictive. It's a complete different like whole spectrum, and we have no research or anything onto the fact. And
You ever have any days where you wake up and you just want to fight it, don't want to use the day, or?
every day, but like we call it the little feet syndrome. Your head could be thinking, "Hey, I'm not gonna do this," but your feet are walking you right down there to do it, and it's unexplainable to anybody that isn't in the situation. But it's just how we work, and
How are you managing to obtain your substance every day?
I sell needles. I pick up the dirty needles. I'm a hustler. I will buy anything, and try to make $1 off it. Any day that I get a chance to have made a couple dollars extra rather than what I need, I will use that couple dollars to make more. Um, and maybe that's just like the mentality. Like I told you, I'm from Delaware, and I
Right.
was coming up here. Well, I was on the streets in Delaware, and that was the job. The job was sell drugs. You know, um, and it hasn't changed much. It's just not drugs now.
Now, Tripp, how does your family feel about your drug addiction? Are they trying to help you?
My
Like any siblings or anybody that's clean trying to help you
um,
out?
my family that's left had their own drug addictions, and they treat me like their parents treated them, just turn a blind eye.
Right.
Like once the pandemic happened, my whole family worked at Johnson Controls. It's like a battery factory,
Right.
and they closed the factory down and relocated or gave severance packages.
Mm-hmm.
So my stepfather is in California and my brother is in South Carolina, and they are the closest family I have. And I, would like to talk to them, but how do you even start that? Do they have the same number? How they don't use Facebook? Like how do you start that? Do I look them up in the phone book, or there's just so much more to every little step that you take, and I
You want to reach them? Want to get back in contact with them?
For sure, But then even if you get back in contact, what do you say? Like there's just so much shame around being a drug addict. When you come up to somebody and you think you see sad, you're not seeing sad, you're seeing shame. And when you get clean, all these emotions come, and it's a very, very emotional thing. And on the streets, it just doesn't work. And so you see all these people out here. Drugs is not the issue. It's just what they're trying to use to fix it. You know,
What's a normal day like for you?
a normal day there isn't a normal day, but I'll try to describe it as best as possible. It's just getting up and obviously I have a other half or better half. She's definitely the better half. It's just trying to maintain, and because drugs are maintained at this point, 100%, at least opiates, and it's not living forever. It's living with ourselves forever. Because I get satisfaction out of like helping her, and it's just like anybody else. Just we do drugs. It's that's the only difference between anybody in a normal day. Try to be happy and just live through life, making it so we're okay with ourselves.
How are you surviving?
We survive. Really, you don't. It's by other people, 100%. The kindness out of people's hearts is not only how we survive, but how we keep the morale high. Because morale is everything. Having just that thought process that speaking it into existence. I can do this. It's going to happen. Is like probably one of the top things.
What's the craziest thing you've seen out here?
Well, today I saw a sample line. Everybody running for the sample, and we get down. They all crowd us into one area on G. People start doing the shot. Dude was up in the mirror, doing a shot. He's like, "Oh man, that's strong." He goes back, OD. Girl falls over on him, OD. 4 people in that little circle OD'd in like 30 seconds. So I'm Narcan in the one, trying to, do sternum rubs on the other. And I look down Allegheny. I see other people dropping down.
Off that sample.
Off that one sample. And so that's just I couldn't even tell you the craziest thing, because it's like the list is like you wouldn't believe. I got stabbed in my face right here.
Let me see that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They said it was a fingernail thickness that it didn't hit my eye socket.
Oh, I see it. I see it. That cut right there.
He got me right here, and then he stabbed me right here in the back of the head, somewhere around there.
Ooh.
Yeah. And honestly, I had no idea I had got, really, it happened on the Allegheny stairs right over there. It was when the car had hit it. Another crazy story. A car had creamed and hit the station, killing 3 people. Mm-hmm. And they had like all the scaffolding and stuff like that. So it was really closed, no lighting, and one way. The guy just jumped out with his hand in his shirt, and we fell down the stairs, and I guess that's when he hit me in the back of the head, was when we were down. And so we get up, and we put our hands up like we're going to fight, and, he goes like that, and, like, I'm thinking, like, to block the guard, but it goes right through, and, like, I thought it was like a pussy hit, like he smacked me. But then came the gush, like a placenta almost, like it was like a piece of my face. And the first thought to me, and people get me weird about this, I picked it up. I don't know why I did, but it felt like that, like I needed, I don't know. Everything happened like, and walked down here. Luckily there was a cop and whatnot. Ambulance came.
Tripp, man, you're a cool dude, man. You don't deserve this lifestyle. You shouldn't be out here choosing. You and your girl, I gotta pick up and get the H out of here.
Yeah, I'm trying to lead by example. I just I'm fucking up. People make excuses, but it's on me. I need to do it, and I need to get at it. I need to do what it takes. There's no other option. Just to strap your boots on and get it done.
You don't got no kids, right?
Yes, we do have a kid.
You don't have a kid?
Yeah, we have a 11-year-old boy.
Oh my. You know where she is?
He is with my stepfather.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
So, a ways away. But like I said, he's like teenage years almost now, and he's hard to talk to. He's very mad, and I get it. So best thing I can do is send him some money every once in a while and try to be there.
You gotta take what's going on, take his aggression. Cause I know you want to get back in your son's life and you want to get right.
Oh, I do. I just don't want to go out there and make it worse. You know what I'm saying? Like go out there and be like, oh, hey, let me shack up. Like, I need to get it right and do it right rather than the opposite. I don't want to burn the bridge. At least at this point, he'll look. It could be worse. It's just a really turbulent situation, and I honestly don't know how to be a father. Like that situation is very, very hard for me. Like, what do you? I don't know, man.
Listen, bro. Give it a shot, man, for your son.
Well,
how would you feel if he was to see this?
I was just thinking that in my head, and if he was to see this, just know, man, I care. I want to be there, and I just don't know how to. I don't know how to be a father.
God bless you, Flip. Once you overcome your addiction, I'm sure you're gonna learn how to become a father. That's the step, bro. You gotta take steps at that first. You gotta overcome this addiction. Then you can get back in your son's life, like you said. But first, make that your main priority. You got this. You can. You can.
I wake up every day telling myself that too, and I know I will. It's just a matter of time, in due time.
I'd like to thank you for your time, brother. You've been a wonderful interviewee for me. My name's ATM Fox. God bless you.
God bless.